Hey guys, what's up? This is speak about racism, and I'm gonna talk about some crazy shit. Right? So my name is Billy, and a lot of people don't believe that sometimes. I'm guessing they think that sometimes they say, "Oh, you don't look like a Billy. You don't look like a Billy." I'm like, how does a Billy look like? Billy is supposed to be white or something. Or they're like, oh, is that short for William? No, man. Like, what's so hard about understanding that my name is Billy? Why can't a name just be simply Billy? So, it seems a little bit like discriminative that they do that. You know, any any name you want to have, you can have in America, and I consider myself to be American. That's so annoying. Anyways, so I consider myself to be American. I'm American, and I just think it's kind of stupid that people categorize themselves and say, I'm black, I'm white. Like, okay, so what is your nationality? Oh, I'm black. Well, what is your nationality? I'm white. If you guys want to end racism, just consider yourself to be American. I'm American. Um, I'm African American, you would say, or I'm Caucasian American. No, you don't need to even say that. I mean, like, obviously, the color of your skin tells what's your fucking shit. And if I was to say I'm American, doesn't mean I'm fucking Mexican. I'm just Latin, okay? Like, all of these other Latin countries, too, they're part of America. All of this side of the hemisphere is American, you know? But because of all the segregation that happens in America, people are categorized as white, black, or Mexican, and that's very stupid. I also hate the fact that people are so programmed to think like if you're Latino, you're Mexican. Like Mexico is not the only Latin country, and it seems like people are programmed to just think this way. If I was to tell a child my name is Billy, they have no problem with that. So people are very programmed to think this way. You know, um, Sometimes people try to talk to me in Spanish or whatnot. Like that's okay, but at the same time, it's like, yo, I'm American. You know, so it's just very discriminative. Um, you know, if you are a white person and you're trying to talk to a person in Spanish, or you think that there's no problem with it, you think it's a good joke. Okay, so then how would you feel if I try to sound like if I was white, or if I was from the South, you know, or from wherever you're from? You would automatically feel like, yo, this guy is being racist towards me. You know, racist jokes I don't mind doing, but if you're gonna be throw out racist jokes, then don't care if other people do it right back, because I can make jokes like that all the time. I'm not being racist. I'm not racist, but I think certain racist things are funny, just like we watch black comedians make fun of white people, Spanish people, etc., etc. But they might have a problem when people do it right back to them. You know, so that's all I want to say about that. Is like, if you're American, you shouldn't be, and you want to end racism. As a black person, you shouldn't be afraid to be like a white person or consider it to be white, because you're American and we have to get over this racism shit. It's just like, it's not being white, it's being American, and just because they're white Americans are more probably educated statistically than minorities doesn't mean that it's basically a white thing, because we're coming into a new generation and we're trying to evolve. So in order to destroy those how do you say that, those borders in our minds, we have to just understand, yo, we're all American. Like, if you're white or black, segregation had ended about what, 50 years ago or so, or more than that. No, like almost 20 plus 60, 80. So we shouldn't be going into, like, let's say in another year, in 2040. We shouldn't be going to 2004. That's 100 years from now. And segregation is going to be already, 100 years away. We should celebrate that. But we shouldn't be going into that era considering ourselves talking certain different accent with an accent as being white or black or whatever, Spanish or whatever. Like, we're just American. I mean, I don't know. Spanish is separate from America, so sounding Spanish, that could be understood, but sounding black or sounding white, you're in America. If you are white and you're trying to talk like you're black, that should be fine. It's like, yo, fuck it, yo, I'm American, right? That's how Americans act. Like, it's okay to do that, and some black people get offended and they're like, yo, these people are trying to steal our culture, but they don't give a shit. So, I also thought about that too. It's just like, what would you think? I imagined how offended will black people be or white people be if they were told, hey, listen, black people can sound like they're white, and white people can sound like they're black. Both cultures get offended a little bit because they're like, hell no, because we're separated. We're like coming from different cultures. So that's fucking crazy that you're in America and you have two different cultures because of all the oppression that and segregation that this country has had. It just doesn't matter. You got to get over it. You're like, oh, no, it's interesting to know, but don't offend somebody because you can't believe what they have gone through or understand why the situation is what it is. You can only just say like, whoa, that's interesting. How did that happen? Anyways, because it's just offensive for people to just come out and look at your race or your name and be like, oh shit, why is this like that? Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Bye.